On 20th January, BBC, there was a news item last year, 2019, okay, that says chick eggs, which will be delivering the anti-cancerous drugs, okay. So that's the kind of what you call paradigm shift we are taking without understanding whether we need it or we are creating a craze among ourselves without knowing what for we are. Okay, this is the kind of extremism what we are seeing in science without understanding why we are all here. Just imagine one simple virus making us run really badly, and we have not yet learned from our mistakes, it seems. Okay, and I felt on a very philosophical way when I was uh, uh, reading about the SARS-CoV-2. I was making this comment. So the nature understood we are not following the rules of the game. So it wants to shut off some of the burden. So it might have created, who knows? After some time, people may come back and there is a kind of relation. Today, nobody thought that for Big Bang Theory, this kind of huge experiment will happen in Europe. And billions of dollars have been spent to understand, and still we are not reaching to an end where from this black hole theory has come. Park it aside. My point here will be that let us respect the nature. Okay, just imagine a tiger which never roars, because we never knew that some modification has done something after few generations. Once you touch a gene, the mutations, let us not forget, I'll give a number of examples. I have my personal experiences, therefore I wanted to share with you. Like in India, if somebody knows this, a pharmaceutical company, Ayurveda company by name Jandu, they started cultivating Mucuna pruriens, which is traditionally used in Vata disorders, or which is otherwise used in modern medicine for its L-DOPA concentration. Okay, and they started doing the mutations, and at one point of time, all the patients who were otherwise getting well after using this seed powder or extract, they started showing adverse reactions. And quickly this company understood this is all because of the genetic modification that has been done and is no more in practice today. That's one example I'm quoting. The other one which I've seen, like Operculna terpetum, I have closely monitored this the survey. We were trying to understand why Operculna terpetum in India, most of the places, is not laxative as mentioned in the ancient traditional texts. Many people said, okay, this is not the botanical source. We are traditional healers and practitioners. We forgot what was the original herb. But actually, when we have done DNA, we understood the two important chemicals which are required for laxative property are available from a particular region in the state of Gujarat. Rest of the places, this is not available. So in Ayurveda, they said, Asmin dese jatam. The herb is to be collected from the place where it is actually meant to be collected. So the geoclimatic conditions themselves are resulting. Okay, it's not the chemistry. Geoclimatic conditions are giving mutation. We all know a simple mutation can come by any stimulus. This is some stimulus, and we have identified those DNA fingerprints and the differences after taking about 30 to 40 assertions, and simultaneously after doing the chemical fingerprinting, we understood, okay, this is the kind of relation they have. The other thing what I wish to say here, just imagine in nature, bats, owls, and some of the wild cats, why they are called as nocturnal animals. Just imagine when they get reversed. So the birds waking up in the night and the nocturnal animals moving in the morning. Just imagine in front of your eyes, and then do you like it? Okay, is it something which is desirable? When these kind of simple things, I'm not trying to mesmerize anybody, I'm just trying to say there are circadian rhythms for which we have respectfully given Nobel Prize couple of years earlier. Let us remember this forever. The Nobel Prize was given for the circadian rhythms. Okay, and this is a milestone according to me in the history of science, where circadian rhythms have been respected in medical science, because the Nobel was given in the field of medicine. What for circadian rhythms? Where is the chemistry? Where is the genetics? It is the nature which has been recognized finally by the scientists in the field of medicine. Wonderful. If if we are truthful, when we have given the higher recognition for simple circadian rhythms, now why are we not respecting the genes? I'll simply give an example. The bitter gourd, which I used to have in the childhood, is not the same bitter gourd, and the bitterness has come down, the size has gone up, and its anti-diabetic property or other properties have come down. This is all what we have done. Okay, fair enough. Let us take the other examples. Just imagine you have amygdalus, which is your almond. Okay, the traditional use it when you soak it in water, because we were knowing that it is water soluble. Maybe unknowingly, traditionally we were doing it. Some mutation which takes the amygdalin concentration very high, when we are touching these almonds for our experiments, are we aware of it? And after some time, people will be found with hepatotoxicity, and then we start to correct ourselves. A knife is there. You can cut apple, you can cut the throat. Okay, what I mean to say, that's the reason why in 2000 Cartagena protocol has been developed after CBD of 1992. Okay, they were talking about the genetic resources. At the same time, they were talking about biosafety. No genetic resource without biosafety is an allowed one. I'm glad that Dr. Vandana was also mentioning about it. And that's an important aspect which we all need to look at. And uh, the, the genetic modification, as many people have reiterated time and again, is because of the socio-political factors than the scientific reasons. Let us admit this. Many times this is one single agenda which is driving. Science is not driving. This is one point which we need to emphasize on each fora. Otherwise, this goes like this. I give another example. Uh, Recently, we have done one study about 3 years back. A particular tree, this is called Karkatsung in Ayurveda, Pistacia integerrima. We saw the galls formation was coming down. The galls are used medicinally because it is rich in all kinds of tannins, and is a wonderful medicine and used in a lot of formulations. So I was not getting a clue. My field scientist brought me a video where they were showing a range of what you call these caterpillars. They were occupying this tree. Therefore, the aphids were staying away, which were to reach the tree and form the galls. Okay. Then we quickly realized, okay, some companion species, if they are not available along with this, or if the secondary sexual cycle is not happening because of the absence of a grass. Both are going to stop the formation of your gall. We were jumping in jai. It is a wonderful observation. Then we quickly realized, okay, these areas are now having a lot of Nectanthus arbostristis. This is called Parijat in Sanskrit. Nectanthus arbostristis is a ornamental plant as well as medicinal plant. What we realized, because of the biotechnological innovations, as you all know, Moringa and Nectanthus, they attract a lot of caterpillars. And Nectanthus is a companion species. Nowadays, these species have been replaced with the genetically modified or the so-called hybrid species, which will not attract the caterpillars. Since one plant is not allowed to have the caterpillar, these caterpillars have shifted to another tree on which actually an insect needs to reach and form the galls. Okay, now it took 4 years for us to sit and observe and document this. My goodness, what are we doing with these modifications? Do we really know that we are playing with the mother nature? Without wanted to be, we are making this. Funny thing, let that caterpillar live with the species which heavens have provided. Why are we coming in the way? What is the fun in interfering? Okay, I was reading a German author's book on how the plants communicate with each other. I do not remember the title. That enlightened me a lot, how they communicate. And we are all small creatures. We will never understand the importance of these kind of natural